Hello, hello, hello. It is August 4th, 2019, and it is 2:58 p.m., 2 minutes early for the weekly YouTube live for Dope for Degrees Community Scholarship Chat. I go live every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk with the world about how they can earn scholarships to go to college and graduate debt free. This is a open forum essentially, so anyone can join the live and ask any questions they have about earning scholarships. They can also leave a comment, with any questions or concerns, just to have a conversation about earning scholarships to go to college and graduate debt free. This is a 30-minute conversation, so at 3:30, I'm going to end this conversation, and then I will talk to you again next Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'll also this week, hopefully, I'll be able to drop some videos this week. Because yeah, today's Sunday, so it's a new week. This week, last week I wasn't able to drop any videos because I was on tour. The tour started, the In My Bag tour, the 2019 In My Bag tour. If you're not familiar with it, I went on tour with two Hokies, two Virginia Tech graduates who are friends of mine. They're great businessmen, Kevin Stevenson and Corey Hackett Green. Kevin Stevenson is the co-founder of No More Interviews LLC and the founder of K3 Marketing and Media Group. So Kevin Stevenson, co-founder No More Interviews. You see me, I have on a No More Interviews t-shirt. This is the black edition. I also purchased a white t-shirt to support my bros, to support Virginia Tech graduates, to support entrepreneurs, people who are pushing forward and making their own pathway, but also they're my business partners. And so I'm repping their brand to support them. Y'all check out their Instagram page at No More Interviews 777. You can also follow them on Facebook at No More Interviews 777. And you can follow them on Twitter. I believe it's N for no, M as in more, I as in interviews, underscore 777. Or it could be NMI 777. I don't know. You have to check it out. But we went on tour. So let me drop that link in the chat for those of you who all want to know more about the tour we went on. And I will break down that to you and what happened. We were on tour. So it's called the In My Bag Tour. And we decided to do this. Oh, there was an error. Let me try this again. There's an error again. I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe it's not working. But I was trying to drop the link in the chat so you all could have it. Anyway, it's not going through. But In My Bag Tour is a movement. Well, it's not really a movement. The In My Bag Tour is a reflection of our desire to give back to our hometowns. My name is Danielle Jeffers. I'm the founder of Dope for Degrees LLC. Dope for Degrees is a scholarship coaching company where I teach students how to earn scholarships to go to college and graduate debt free. I graduated debt free from Virginia Tech on May 17th, having earned more than $200,000 in scholarships. And so I teach students how to earn scholarships through my company, Dope for Degrees. With my desire to get back to my hometown, I'm a native of Danville, Virginia, which is in South Central Virginia. I'm actually in Danville right now. Danville is a native. I said Danville is a native. I'm a native of Danville, Virginia, which is in South Central Virginia. And it's about 2.5 hours from Virginia Tech, which is in Blacksburg, Virginia, where I went to school. And so the purpose of, I'm gonna move this baby doll out the way. The purpose of the tour was to give back. I collaborated with Kevin Stevenson and Corey Hackett Green, who are the co-founders of No More Interviews, and our joint effort together between our two companies is called the In My Bag Tour. Now, In My Bag essentially has two different meanings for people who are my age and who use slang. When we say we're in our bag or I'm in my bag, that means we're working, we're getting money, we're getting to the check. But then also you have to be in your bag, physically, quote unquote, in your book bag in school to do well. And so it has I guess it's a double entendre. It has two meanings, but the In My Bag Tour is essentially that. It's a tour where we go back to our hometowns and give back 2019. This is our first year going on tour together, and we started in my hometown, Danville, Virginia. We had our first event yesterday. So that's right, Saturday, August 3rd, 2019. We went to Danville, Boys and Girls Club, which is essentially a home for me. It's my home away from home. And we gave out 250 book bags and 100 teacher appreciation gifts yesterday at the Boys and Girls Club from 12 o'clock until 2 o'clock p.m. And so tune into this YouTube channel, tune into No More Interviews Facebook page. That's No More Interviews 777. Tune into, what else? Instagram, No More Interviews Instagram. You can check out Corey's Instagram at Dwayne Wave, Dwayne_Wave, or Dwayne Wave. Check out Kevin's Instagram at K3BO Kevo. There's so many different ways you can just see what we did and see the evidence of our work on social media. But then also you can check out our website. I tried to send that to you all through the chat, but for some reason it did not go through. It's still not going through. But the website is inmybagtour.com. That's INMYBAG bag tour TOUR.com. And you can check out the purpose and the intent behind this initiative. And so yesterday we had the opportunity to have a conversation with the community of Danville, with the city of Danville, to talk to the people who came to our event. And we're proud to say that more than 200 people came to our event, which is amazing. Having had a great run on social media to push and make everyone aware, having the support of Danville Public Schools who are promoting it also having the support of so many different people who came out and just helped spread the word and volunteered to make sure we were able to execute yesterday. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And so if my energy feels a little low again today, it's because I'm tired. There was a lot of work yesterday. And it's just beginning because we officially began the tour on August 1st. When we met in Danville to prep for the event. We had 2 days to prepare for the event, and we maximized those 2 days. And then we actually had the event yesterday. And so this week, we're going to Philadelphia for a live TV appearance on the Quincy Harris Show on August 8th, 2019. Live TV appearance is Fox 29 in Philadelphia, which is a local channel. You can see us on the Quincy Harris Show for the community segment. I think we have a 30-second interview, 30-second spotlight, something like that, 30 seconds to a minute. So we'll be together once again on August 7th. And then we're coming back. No, is it August? I don't want to tell y'all the wrong date. I'm pretty sure it's August 8th, but I just said August 7th. It might be because I'm tired, but I want to make sure I said correctly. The actual interview is on August 8th. Quincy Harris is on August 8th. And so we'll be together for that at Fox 29 Studios. Once again, you can check that out on Fox 29. Corey said the time is 12:30 p.m. That it'll air. I'm just going to go with what Corey said because I don't know. I'm not running point on that portion of the tour. But Corey said it's 12:30 p.m. That's on August 8th. And then we're going to come back to Virginia. So we're driving from Philadelphia to Virginia to attend the VT Black Alumni Summit, August 9th through the 10th in Arlington, Virginia. And so we'll be together once again to represent our individual companies, our individual endeavors, but also to represent the In My Bag tour. After that, we'll be together once again for the second leg of the tour in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at Sturgis Playground on August 17th, 2019 from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. At Sturgis Playground, we're giving away 250 book bags and 100 teacher appreciation gifts. You want to be there, you want to show up, you want to show out. Make sure you get your items and just come help support, help us spread the word as we get back to our hometowns. And so that's Corey's hometown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My hometown is Danville, Virginia. We did have some leftover items yesterday from the Danville event. And so we agreed that Kevin would take those items back to his hometown in Yorktown, Virginia, and give them back to the school that his mother teaches at. And so I think it's Yorktown. It's not Brunswick. I believe it's Yorktown. But yeah, so that's the summary of what's been going on. I was so focused on making sure that we executed the first event of our tour that I did not post a video this week because my time was consumed with the tour in Danville. Make sure that everything went as smoothly as possible. I'm so glad that it did. I'm so glad that we were able to execute that. And all is well. And just letting my body recover right now because yesterday was a lot. the past 3 days, it was a lot, but it was all worth it because we were able to give back to so many citizens of Danville, so many people who've given to us. And I'm just once again grateful for everyone's support, their love, and their gratitude. If you would like to support us as we support our hometowns, please make a donation on our GoFundMe page. Once again, I've been trying to post in this chat, but for some reason it's not going through. I don't know if it's because I don't have a good connection. I'm not in my typical location, so my connection isn't as strong. I'm actually using a hotspot on my phone. That could be a reason, but I will go back and rewatch this video and upload the links in the description box that I've mentioned during this live so far. It is 3:09 p.m. We're officially, quote unquote, 9 minutes into the live. Once again, it's a 30-minute conversation. So I do end this conversation at 3:30. And I join again. I go live again next Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But also today, so that's in my bag tour. Had the opportunity to speak and educate you all on what that is, what happened yesterday, and how everything went. I want to show y'all a photo. This photo is already on social media, so you will already see that. You can also follow us on social media for more photos and moments that we were able to capture during the event. But this photo right here was taken after we executed everything. That's Kevin right there. Oh, let me. All right, hold on for a second. All right, that's Kevin right there. Me and Corey. We're the co-founders of the In My Bag tour. And together yesterday, we were able to touch more than 250 people who attended our event, touch their lives. But by the end of this tour, after August 17th, we will have touched more than 700 people to express our gratitude and to help them begin the 2019-2020 school year in excellence. And so August is a big month for us. We started planning this tour in April 2019 while Kevin and I were still in school, preparing for graduation. We graduated and we kept going with this tour. This has been an everyday project, an everyday endeavor, with the support of a lot of people who love us and who care about us. So that is, I'm gonna wrap up that portion on the tour. What else do I have that's going on right now? This In My Bag tour is really the main focus for me right now. But let's talk about scholarships. Let's talk about college. Let's talk about success academically, professionally, personally, all of those things. Let's have that conversation today. So it's 3:11. We have 19 minutes left on this scholarship chat. I want to begin the conversation by saying many students are preparing to go to college for the first time, and some of you all are returning students. I think last week I talked directly to the incoming students as well as to the parents of incoming college students. This week, I want to talk to returning students and have a conversation with you all and let you know that I understand how difficult it can be when you're preparing to go back to college, but you still have a balance on your account. And so I'm not throwing shade at anyone. I'm not throwing shots, but y'all know me by now. I'm very open and transparent and direct because I don't like to beat around the bush. I don't like it when people beat around the bush when they're trying to tell me something or trying to give me some advice or feedback. Be direct, be to the point, and be blunt. If it hurts my feelings, it hurts my feelings. But at the end of the day, I don't want my feelings and emotions to get in the way of my success. And so I'll be willing to be a little hurt right now. Also, I'm going to come back to what I'm thinking about right now. But I'm going to come back to that after I speak to the returning students. What I have to say to the returning students, if you have a balance on your account, and I know many of those balances can be $500 to $1,000 to $2,000 or even more, and then school is telling you you have to pay that balance in order to come back and finish your degree. Now, the school is right because that's a policy. Now, everyone's process to getting to that balance is not the same. Some people lose financial aid because of academic performance or lack of academic performance. Some people, they had a mix up in financial aid, and financial aid processed an award for them that they weren't supposed to process, and then they gave them a refund they weren't supposed to have, and that's happened to me. And then you use the refund for something that you need to use it for, and the school tells you you need to pay them back, and you're looking at them like, Well, I didn't make the mistake. You made the mistake. So it's your job to rectify it. Now you're asking me to come up with some money I don't have. I've had that happen to me. I've been through that. That happened to me my last semester of college. My school processed a refund for me, and then they told me that I owed them the amount of money that the refund was processed for, and it didn't make sense. And I had to come up with the money to pay them back. Otherwise, they weren't going to give me my degree. And by that time, I had already earned the degree. So it was like, are you serious? I understand how frustrating that can be. But to those of you who have remaining balances, it's very little, and I'm not trying to beat around the bush, but I'm trying to figure out what to tell you to help you take action, to help you find a solution, because I'm solution oriented. What is the solution? I'm not trying to help you sit and roll over in a puddle of self pity. That's not what I want for you. I want you to find a solution, figure it out, and keep moving, keep going. And so what I would say is, I have seen clients and students who had remaining balances and they can't come up with the money by the deadline, which is usually 2 weeks out. Sometimes I've talked to people, it's been as near as 3 days and they're asking for four-figure amounts out of the blue, and that just doesn't happen. Unless you take out a private loan, which means the interest rates are ridiculous. And if you take out an unsubsidized private loan, that means that loan is gaining interest every single day. And so that's not what I want for you. But it may force you to take a semester off because you'll have to come up with the money. And I've also had friends and clients who've taken a semester off and they decided not to go back. Now, that is, in my opinion, a decision that can lead you down an even more difficult and stressful path, because once you stop taking courses, especially if you have loans, 6 months after you're no longer in school, that loan goes into repayment, which means you will begin to have to repay and pay back on that loan. And that's not something a lot of people are prepared to do, but that is something that can be required from a lot of people. And so when you have a remaining balance, you either, if you want to continue on the journey you've been on, you're going to need to be prepared to bust your butt to get the money, to pick up some extra hours, to sell some things. You might have to sell your phone, sell your game system, I don't know, sell something to get some money to pay this bill. But also, to, as a preventative approach, because the conversation we're having right now, the way it's flowing, it's a reactive approach. You're reacting to something. They told you you owe them money, and now you're reacting. You're stressed, you're panicking, you're like, how do I get this money? How do I get this money? Um, but a proactive approach, the approach I took, was looking at what I would owe them and when I would need to pay that money, and doing everything I could to get that money by the certain deadline. And this is something that I find that irritates me when it comes to parents and students. And I told y'all I'm very blunt and honest. Is you think ninth grade is too early to begin to prepare to pay for the cost of college, when really, if you are systemically disadvantaged, and what I mean by that is you come from a background where you are given the short end of the stick, your earning potential isn't as higher according to society, to your counterparts, then it's never too early for you, because you're already behind the eight ball. So you need to start sooner rather than later to try to, quote unquote, catch up. And so it's important to be proactive and look at it. I tell people, start as early as the day the child is born, beginning to save for college and beginning to look at ways to pay for college. I actually have a family member who's a freshman in high school this year. And now I get the opportunity to see life from a parent's perspective. When you have a freshman in high school who wants to go to college, they're 4 years out from going to college. And this family member that I have, they also have a younger sibling who is I think 2 years behind them. Hold on, let me think about it for a second, y'all. 3 years behind them. They have a younger sibling who's 3 years behind them. And I'm looking at that, and I understand how difficult it can be to come up with such a large amount of money so soon for this child to go to college, knowing that they have a sibling who's going to college right after them. I understand now how difficult that can be, because I'm looking at my cousins. Well, yeah, they're my cousins. I'm looking at my cousins and I'm saying, um, wow, it's either do or die. It's either I do get to go to college or and pursue my dreams, or, and this is a harsh thing to say, but it's not exactly true, my dreams die if I don't execute. It's not, necessarily the death of your hope and dreams, but they can be delayed. Um, but it relies on your power and your control, and it takes me back to my own journey, my own scholarship journey, where I didn't have the money to go to college. My parents didn't have the money to go to college, but I had the drive and the grace and favor of God to get the money myself. And I'm doing my best to help other students do the same thing. Granted, my products and my product is not exactly where I want it to be yet. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, something I work on often. But the service, my services I offer, they are where I want them to be, but my products aren't. And so that was a message for the returning students. Be proactive. If you're in the situation you're in right now, you're gonna have to make some tough decisions. There's nothing pretty about it. You're gonna make some hard decisions. You're either gonna decide to take a semester off, stop going to school altogether, or you're going to decide to sell some things that may have meaning to you in order to pursue and continue your education. Or some of you all, and I know this has happened before, you'll take out student loans, and you'll probably take out a private loan because you may have lost your financial aid or maxed out your financial aid to continue, and that private loan is going to have an astronomical interest rate, and it's going to gain interest every single day. Um, so that's not good. So this is what I want to touch on. I saw this come through. I haven't responded publicly yet, but I do want to address it here. Yesterday, when I was at my event, the In My Bag tour with my co-founders, there was I got an email notification. If you Google Dough for Degrees, which I'm doing right now on my phone, we have the Google page up. There's a Google page, and you can see my work address, my office address. You can go to reviews. And yesterday, someone left a review for Dough for Degrees. They left a review on on the Google page, and they said, a typical scam company that promises something that is to the most part chance. It is not hard to find scholarships. Use that money for SAT prep or something substantially more useful. That review came while I was giving back to my community in my hometown, and I'm not trying to give pity or sorrow or anything. I'm just giving you what's the word I'm looking for? Not circumstance. I'm giving you context. I'm giving you context. This review came in, and there's a thumbs up. There's one like on the review. I saw it and it hit me. And at first, my first response was like, scam. It's not the first time somebody's called Dough for Degrees a scam. I used to hurt my feelings, and then I would try to react off emotion. But I've learned that the biggest weapon you have in business is your ability to be objective and to look at things for what they are and call a thing a thing. First of all, Dough for Degrees is not a scam. And to this person, I am going to comment. I am going to reach back out to you. But right now, I'm still focusing on the In My Bag tour. But tomorrow is the beginning of my work week once again. And so it's on my schedule for this week to get back with you and to follow up with you. Dough for Degrees is not a scam. There's nothing about, I'm not trying to scam you. Why would I want to steal money from people and tell them I'm going to help them earn scholarships and then not do it? That's not me. If you know me personally, you know that's not how I operate. Dough for Degrees has never been a scam. It will never be a scam. You may not see the results that you want immediately. My product, my ability to produce the product and give you what you need, may not be as rapidly as you would like it, but that's something I'm transparent and honest with my clients up front, is that this is a work in product. It's a work in progress. This is a living product. It's a living document. So it's updated often. It's updated frequently. And frequently, I could be more transparent and tell you, like, every quarter there's something updated to it. It's not, maybe not something every day or every week, but Dough for Degrees is not a scam. This product that you purchased, the Dough for Degrees Scholarship Success Program, is something that's being worked on. The next version of this product will be released in 2019. And it's something that I'm ready to produce, and hopefully you'll see what you were looking for in that version. I apologize that you had a poor experience with Dough for Degrees. As a founder of the company, that's not what I strive to do, because I know parents and students need money. But I'm also going to reach out to you and see what it is I can do to help you earn money for school, and also what you would like from me. Because obviously, as a entrepreneur, as a business owner, I didn't provide the service and product you were expecting. And so I am going to do the best to my ability to make sure that you receive or I meet your expectations. And so that's what I'm going to do. That review could hurt my business, but it's also his truth. That's his experience with my product. That's his experience with my service. Have I failed in business? Have I failed to do some things that I said I would do? Yes, I have. And so that may attribute to his experience. But I also know that that review doesn't define me. And I also know that it's his truth. And I appreciate that honesty, the as blunt and as hard to take it may be, as hard as it may be to take that feedback, I appreciate it because it's only going to help me redefine and recreate what it is I need to do to help students earn scholarships. And I also understand this now through the In My Bag tour. It's consumed a lot of my time, and so some things that were on my schedule were pushed back because of the tour. But it's a work in progress. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm not perfect by any means. I don't seek to be perfect. I don't try to be perfect. I fail a lot and I fail often, but that's one reason why I keep getting better is because I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to learn. And so, thank you for the review. Thank you for your honest feedback. But I do want to say that Dope for Degrees is not a scam. It's never been a scam. It will never be a scam. But I will reach out and I will do my best to make sure that I provide or I get a better understanding of exactly what you were looking for. For anyone who has any questions about Dope for Degrees or how I help students earn scholarships or the process of earning scholarships, feel free to contact me on my website. You can go to my website, you can go to the FAQ tab and click contact and leave a form right there and leave some open and honest feedback or ask any questions or anything like that. But that's what I will say. For entrepreneurs who are business owners, and I'm going to leave this in here, we have 5 minutes left on this chat. Entrepreneurs who are business owners and you are growing your business, it is not easy. It's not easy because you're doing something that a lot of people aren't willing to do. And especially you're doing it when you may have never seen an example of how to do it before. And if you have seen an example, you still don't know exactly what you're doing because every day you learn something new. And so what I tell people all the time is the same thing I'm telling myself right now. Trust the process. Things will work out. There's always room for improvement. My mentor Thomas Harrelson says the biggest room in my house is the room for improvement. That same thing for me. The biggest room from in my house, in my life, is whatever is the room for improvement. I'm not perfect and I'm gonna continue to strive to be better. I'm never gonna strive to be perfect because I'll never be that. But I will strive to be better. Also for entrepreneurs and business owners, when your customers and clients give you feedback, take it and listen to it because you're getting direct feedback from the people who will help you be the most successful. It's when they give you direct feedback. Those are your customer. Those are the people you seek to impact the most. So listen to the people you seek to impact the most, and you'll be able to execute better in the future. That is my comment. Those are my comments. Those are my thoughts. Um, yeah, I just wanted to be open and honest about that because I know it's open to the public now, so the public will see it. I'm not going to take it down. I'm not going to try to hide it because that's his experience. That is his experience with Dope for Degrees. And so I can't say, oh, don't put that up there because you're going to make the company look bad. Hey, Dope for Degrees is not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I appreciate the feedback and I'm going to improve. I'm going to get better because of it. So once again, thank you for joining me for this Dope for Degrees Community Scholarship Chat. Um, Today we talked about, I opened up covering the In My Bag tour and what's going on with that, how successful our first event was. I also had a conversation related to returning students who have remaining balances on their account. And I closed out with the review that was just left on Dope for Degrees Google page yesterday, about their experience with our products and services. So that has been what I've talked about so far on this community scholarship chat. You can join me next Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live conversation about scholarships, my college experience, personal and professional development, academic success, the whole nine, everything related to the 5 pillars of content that we release on Dope for Degrees YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with Dope for Degrees, is no longer on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. It's never been on Snapchat, but it's no longer on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are only on YouTube and LinkedIn. And on YouTube, you can search us at Dope for Degrees. You can also check out my personal YouTube channel at Danielle Jeffers. And on top of that, You can find me on LinkedIn at Danielle Jeffers. And on that note, I will say thank you so much for joining this community scholarship chat. If you did not join, but you also would like to leave feedback or questions or comments, I believe you can leave a comment on this video and I will get a notification and I'll be able to help you out. I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a great day.